What's up guys, this is Texas Tickiest Glue, and today I've got a short review of the battery case replacements for the Samsung Galaxy S. And I know this probably looks a bit out of focus because I've got it macroed up close here so that you can see all the detail. So let's go straight into it. The first thing you'll notice if you get one of these is that it doesn't have the with Google or Samsung sort of adorning the back of it, and it also doesn't have the quite nice checkered design which is sort of under the glaze on these ones. But if we pop the original i900 cover off and put them next to each other, you can see that apart from that they are identical. This one does feel a little bit more sturdy than the replacement ones, and on the inside this is sort of very it's sort of difficult to describe. It's sort of a much cheaper sandy feel, whereas this feels quite shiny, and just that sort of, it feels like this is one solid piece of plastic, whereas this is a material which has been polished down to look the same as this. It's really weird to describe, but it does just feel that little bit more flimsy. But when you actually get it on the phone and it fits with all the same little knobs and things, it feels really sturdy. It feels exactly the same as this. If anything, it's a little bit more sturdy because this is a little bit creaky. But for that sort of sturdiness, you do sacrifice this cover, which no longer clicks in properly. You didn't hear it click, and if you shake it, you can get it to unclick itself, which it's not doing because I'm on camera. But you can imagine that if that gets knocked because it doesn't click in place, that can undo, which isn't a big issue. The other issue is up here. If I can get it in focus, there's actually a very slight overlay. Yeah, you can see that white lip, which is just not quite fitting perfectly, and I'm not sure if that's because of the one I got or if that's a fault, which you can have with any of them. But from a distance, it's not really noticeable, and it's sort of it's an alright price to pay to have the protection of a different battery cover. And for the price, I think this is about $1.99. You can't really complain, because the rest of it does fit remarkably well, much better than I thought it was going to do. All these sides are flush, bottom is completely flush, and it keeps the really nice contour design at the back. So all in all, it's pretty good really. It doesn't seem to scratch up very badly, and this does give you that sort of protection. You can just have it on the back of the phone and you're not going to be worried that you're going to scratch it, and you're not going to be able to either sell it for more, or if you're just like me, I can't stand it if I scratch the screen on the back of a phone or like a laptop or anything. So that just gives me that little extra bit of protection. And the other good thing with this is you can actually use it with a case. I've got that orange one, and because there are quite a lot of different colours for the battery cover, you can sort of mix and match. So this is sort of like a, I don't know, orange and red. What's orange and red? Iron Man maybe type thing, and you can sort of mix and match that whatever you want. You've got this little silicone case, and you've still got the red accent on the corner and sort of around the bits and pieces, so it's quite cool. I think there's probably 15 different colours you can get, so reds, greens, blues, blacks, and they're about $1.99 off eBay. I'll try and find a link to the seller I got it from, but if not, just eBay, Samsung Galaxy S battery cover, I think, and it'll probably come up with these. You can sort of see what they are. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about these guys. They're cheap, work pretty well. You can add a bit more colour to your device, as well as having a little extra bit of protection. Yeah, there's not really else to say. It's a really nice product for the price. So I haven't been posting much recently. I've been really busy, and I've got a couple of huge sort of compilation videos on the go again, sort of Android Games Part 2, and a few other bits and pieces. But hopefully by Christmas I'll have all that sorted, and I can get a couple of giveaways done, because I want to give something back to you guys, because you've been really supportive this year. Yeah, and that's all I've really got to say. So check these out. I'll have some links in the doobly-doo for, if I can find the seller again. If not, just Google them on eBay. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.